Okay, I've got a pint, and I've got the double pint, and I've got the microphone, and I've got the mouse and the keyboard, and my phone is charging on the computer, which is nice too.
All right, I think. Well, I guess that means we can start. We have everything right because I also have a microphone. I have
Nice.
my coffee, and you know
Wicked.
this is really the mug that I use every show now. But now it's very appropriate. Well, slightly appropriate because it is Metallica, but it's also not one of the albums we're going to be talking about.
Yeah.
But hi, this is Cranked and Ranked or Slashed and Mashed.
Yes.
This would technically be a Slashed and Mashed.
This be a slashed and mashed.
And what else do I got? My phone is also charging. I'm trying to go through all the things that you named off as well. Always charge your phone, folks, because you never know
Yes.
when you're going to lose power. And there's plenty of times where you can't charge your phone. So every time you can, do it.
I probably charge my phone so much that it's probably bad for it, but at the same time...
Yeah, I've heard that, yeah.
Yeah. At the same time, as long as I keep it charged, I don't need to worry about that. So it's... Yeah. I mean, I've got one of those radios in the car that has the... Oh, nice, you got some light going on.
Well, I usually have it on already, but like I fucked up.
Yeah, I got one of those... I got one of those car radios that has the USB that is like an aux, but it charges it as well.
Oh yeah.
So
Yep.
yeah, can't go wrong with that.
Nope.
People always
not at
talking
all.
about why do you use the Bluetooth set? And I'm like, why don't you fucking use Bluetooth, dude? A, the sound quality is worse, and on top of that, doesn't charge the phone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a very important, especially like on a road trip. Like,
Yeah.
I love the fact that like I get to a hotel if I go, stay in a hotel and like my phone's fully charged. I don't got to worry about it. Anyway, I'm kind of weird about. I am one of those people that if my phone goes below 50%, I'm like, holy fuck, the world's
Yeah.
gonna end.
Yeah, and people always turn around and say, "Oh, you fucking iPad kid," but at the same time, I'm like, "No, dude, I want to be able to listen to music." That's like my main thing. It's like,
Not just that, like I've gotten used to just getting whatever information I want when I want it.
yeah,
So that's why, and I'm a Gen Xer, so I'm not an iPad kid. There were no iPads, though. There were no home computers really. Well, there were, but for really rich people. But
even I wasn't an iPad kid. The fucking closest thing I had to that was the PSP. But even then, you had one disc and you put it in there, and that's what it played.
yeah,
I didn't have the
Back in
Italian
my
brain
day.
rot stuff the kids are exposed to these days.
yeah.
Yeah.
I do. I have thought to myself, like, because we're still technically in the beginning of the year. February is the beginning of the year, but I see those posts where it's like things I want to get rid of, in 2026, and I
Yeah.
think about like phrases that I want to get rid of, especially when it comes to like just being on the internet and seeing people's posts. A phrase that I never want to see again is anything that starts with "kids these days."
Oh,
I
dude.
do not.
100%.
If you say I'm first of all, I'm not reading the rest of your post. If you say "kids these days," and usually also if you, I don't know who you are, I'm just blocking you because I'm just like, well, clearly you're a waste of my time. Kids these days.
You're out of touch. You're out of time.
But it's the same shit. I feel
Yeah.
like a lot of people my age, like you get older and you forget what it was like to be a kid, and so
You just start to suck.
and you start to really suck, and you can't critically think about the similarities between what these young kids do and what we did, even if it's not the exact same fucking thing,
Yeah.
Like, it's that same sort of... Oh, I also don't want to see any more comments online when there's an old clip of a concert when somebody says, "Look, there are no cell phones." Yeah, they didn't exist. If they did exist, they would have been there. Guess what people had there? Cameras.
Yeah, there were camcorders.
Not everybody brought cameras, but some people did. And if you get, especially when you get like later into the 90s, people brought fucking disposable cameras to shows. That's even worse. That's even worse. So just certain little things that like I see. I don't want to see the phrase hot take anymore. I don't want to see the phrase I'll die on this hill anymore, because it's always included with something so fucking boring.
Yeah.
Like that, who the fuck cares?
Guys, I'll die on this hill. Pineapple can go on pizza.
Unpopular opinion, because usually it's followed by a popular opinion. But don't say that anymore either. I'm saying all these phrases just to get them out there. I want everybody to know. I want to get it out into the universe. Just get rid of those altogether.
Hot take, guys. I don't think shitting in your hands and clapping is a good idea. You know? It's like,
You are a wise man. Kids these days will never know what it was like to just shit in your hand and clap. Anyway, sorry, I don't know where that came. Sometimes I get things on my mind, and then something will trigger them in our show.
Oh,
and like I saw a pretty funny what do you call it when it's like a really short joke video? Because it reminds me of a meme, but it's a video. Anyway,
we just call it memes.
The caption said 45 minutes into any podcast, and it's a guy going, "All right, well now let's get started on the topic."
Yeah, it's so true.
We're a little bit better than that. I feel like we probably get started within 5 minutes, maybe 10. How long has it been?
Yeah, I feel like we've had like maybe a couple episodes where we went to Tangent City a little bit early.
Yeah,
but as far as I'm aware, I think we're pretty good at getting to the show topic relatively early compared to some other podcasts.
And we normally stay on some kind of topic though. Like it's not like we're like, what do you think about microwave burritos? Like it's like it's not like completely unrelated to what we're talking about. What do you think about microwave burritos? I don't really like them that much. They can never heat up properly. Too cold in the middle or too hot to eat right now. It's not good enough.
Come to think of it, I don't think I've ever just had a microwave burrito.
Oh, well, good. You're not missing it. Same thing with Hot Pockets. Hot Pockets are, in theory, a great idea, but I would like... That's an invention I would like right there. I want some sort of machine that can evenly heat up a Hot Pocket quickly, right to the exact temperature where I can take it out and eat it right away. Because if I ever ate something like a Hot Pocket, it's because I need to eat something quick right now.
Yeah.
And anyway... Not that I have had a Hot Pocket in a long time, but it's because I burn the fuck out of my mouth on so many things.
There is that running gag, isn't there? You bite into a Hot Pocket, and on the outside, it's, it's just comfortably warm. You bite into it, and it's like molten magma.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, also, so back in my day, Metallica only had 5 albums. And we're only going to talk about 4 of them today. Slashed and Mashed. So the premise of this one is the Slashed and Mashed thing was initially taking double albums or 2 related albums, discussing them, taking out the songs we think don't need to be there, and then putting them together into one album. But then we started to get a little more adventurous and say, well, if we're making albums, compilations are albums. We could make compilations of certain artists, like a certain period of time of an artist, and we did the other singer episodes from Iron Maiden and Judas Priest, and eventually we got to do John Bush. That'll be fun to do too.
Hell yeah!
But then we do things like this, where it's like a period of time, which we decided. Well, I think this was Eddie's idea, to do kind of a greatest hits of. Well, not even a greatest hits. Best of the first 4 Metallica albums, but not the singles or like the big songs. Because they're
using only deep cuts.
Yeah, basically deep cuts. And I, made the argument that they didn't release that many quote unquote singles, but there are songs that have been such live staples over the years that they're just considered hits.
Yeah.
Seek and Destroy. I don't. Has there ever been a Metallica show where they didn't play Seek and Destroy?
Well, they do that extended kind of jam thing as well with it, where they interact with the crowd, so they're not going to not play that. But this brings to mind though, like what constitutes like these are four of the biggest metal albums of all time. So in relation to that, what constitutes a deep cut on a slam dunk 10 out of 10 classic, you know?
So I would say, and we can discuss this as we go along. First off, for me, it's actually professionally released singles, officially released singles, because there are actually official singles from all the albums except for Master of Puppets. I guess the song Master of Puppets was the single off of Master of Puppets.
I'm pretty sure it was, yeah.
But even then, I think for Master of Puppets, there was an actual single that you could go purchase. I think it was only like a promotional one. I don't think there was a legitimate single released of Master of Puppets. But all the other ones have at least one, and one of them has one. The song one. So I take that as ones that aren't deep cuts, and then, like I said, a song like Seek and Destroy that. If you said, what is a song that Metallica is definitely going to play at every show no matter what, I kind of figure that also counts, because Metallica has been around long enough. They're a big enough band that if you know Metallica and you've ever seen Metallica, then you definitely know Seek and Destroy. That's just my example that I'm pulling out. But, you could also say, if we were going further into the Black Album, Inner Sandman, it's already a single, but also they've played it at every show since the Black Album came out. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
That was a really good opener too. Like during that era of the band, opening with that song and then going into like a Creeping Death or something like that, I'm like, that's a pretty good beginning to a show.
Dude, I so desperately want them to like, if when the sad time comes for them to do a farewell tour, I think they should open it with Sandman.
Yeah,
like, because it's a great closer, but it kicks the fucking doors in as an opener. Like, god damn. Especially like whenever I think of Sandman as an opener, I always think of the Toshino Airfield show where there's like 1.6 million people there.
Yeah. You know what I think would be a really cool idea? They wouldn't do it, but this is the kind of idea that would tickle me pink. They start the show with Inner Sandman, and it gets to that part of the show where there's that ring out right before like the flash pots go off, like that part. And instead of playing the rest of the song, they go into the rest of the show, and at the very end of the show, they go back into that at the end of it. I'd be like, well fucking done. But
dude, you know what? I'm with you on that, because I remember seeing some Megadeth shows where they'd do that with Holy Wars. They'd split Holy Wars in half.
Yeah. They would do the end part of the song. Yeah. Also, everybody go to Eddie Sparxx's YouTube channel, which there'll be a link for for podcast listeners. If you just go to YouTube and search up Eddie Sparxxx, that's with 2 X's and not 3, because that's the porno Eddie Sparxxx. You can see them, but for people on YouTube, if you go right below the video, there's a link to his YouTube page, and he started doing videos again. And they're really fun. One of them is a Megadeth review of the newest Megadeth album. You will see my Megadeth album review coming a little over a week from now. Everything's really weird with my schedule because I have things going on that are happening that have also been rescheduled with me talking to certain thrash metal icons. And that's going to be happening. So like everything's kind of weird, but I think when you see this video, the following Monday, you will hear 30 minutes probably of me talking about, because I think that's how long I talked. Howard didn't even have as much to say about it as I did, and I think we talked a good 30 minutes just on that album.
Wow, cool.
But I'm not gonna say anything else about that. But Eddie's doing a lot of videos. I just saw one where he's talking about albums that kind of shaped him as a music fan, and he started off with some non-metal stuff from, what was it, like 2010 you were talking about?
2009.
2009.
So yeah, 2009 is the year I got into music, but before I got into metal.
Yeah.
So it's kind of this like prequel to who I became. It's this like bridge from one part of my life to the next, you know? I had a 8 gigabyte green iPod Nano, which is the most 2009 thing I could possibly imagine. And I'm pretty sure I had Queen Greatest Hits. Not some of these aren't on my video. You got to watch the video if you want to know all of them. But I had a bunch of like R&B, like 2000s and 90s R&B compilations from my mum on that.
Nice. You definitely had some Usher on there, probably.
Oh yeah. Had some Eminem on there, and you know, I was kind of a hip hop R&B kid before I discovered metal. But yeah, then I got Guitar Hero, and the rest is history.
Yeah, this because of that Usher song. This reminded me of like, you know, sometimes you have an inappropriate joke in your head, and usually like you won't tell it, but I feel like it's not super bad, and I think everyone will understand the humor behind it, but it's joking about something that's not funny. But okay. I made myself laugh out loud in my own head because I'm looking at the internet and there's a post that says, tragically, the son of Little John has passed away. And in my brain, I went, what?
Oh, no. Oh, man.
And I laughed out. I didn't even say that out loud. I thought it in my head and I giggled out loud like I had just said the funniest thing, but I didn't say anything.
Oh man!
And I know that that's wrong. It's sad when anyone, especially when somebody's child dies, and Little John seems like he's a good guy, but so he doesn't deserve my stupid humor. But it's just one of those things where I just like, I made myself laugh so much that I was just like, wow, I'm just keeping that joke to myself. But then now I'm not keeping it to myself. I'm telling all the tens of people that listen to this.
Dude, I know how you feel. I've thought of some stuff on the fly that's made me kind of hate myself, but
yeah.
You know, I also get a cheap laugh. But
anyway,
oh man.
So what we're doing? I don't even know what happened to Little John's son, and that's tragic. And I'm sorry.
But just a quick Little John thing. Have you ever seen that mashup that someone did with? Someone mashed up like a Lil Jon verse with a song from Lazy Town.
What's Lazy Town?
It's like this kids show from when I was a kid.
Okay.
I think it's Icelandic, but basically there's a superhero and he's like really sporty, and the whole thing of it was like kind of a push to make kids, you know, get fit and stuff like that, and you know, that kind of like good message of be healthy and stuff like that. But basically, there's a song where they're like making a cake or something. It's like, it's a piece of cake to make a pretty cake. If the way is hazy, something like that. But the song's really catchy, but then all of a sudden they mashed in a completely sexually explicit and unrelated Lil Jon verse. Nice. You know, if you have a cake, break it down, bitch. Let me see you back it up. Make the ass down low. Pick the motherfucker up. You know, it's
nice.
So fucking good. Yeah.
I do enjoy things like that.
Back that pussy on a motherfucker.
It's so funny. A lot of the modern hip hop makes me miss that shit because I wasn't even really that big of a fan of a lot of those guys, but now I hear it and I go, I kind of miss that. You know, there was that kind of energy.
Dude, I miss Crunk so bad. It's like it's just such hype me the fuck up music, you know?
Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sticking with one last thing. I have one more.
Okay, you go.
I know how we defended ourselves earlier, saying we're good.
It hasn't been 45 minutes yet, so we're still under time.
Well, to anyone that listened to the last episode and was a fan of the Buggery Corpse segment.
Oh, yes.
So we became enamored with buggery laws from ancient times. And
Not even ancient times. That Genesis producer guy, it was in the early 2000s.
Actually, yeah, that's true. That's true. I suppose those archaic laws were written in ancient times. We just shockingly didn't catch up until shockingly recently. But essentially, the basis of this is I read off a track listing of a Cannibal Corpse album, and I try to work Buggery into each song title. And so far it's been a fun little segment. Are you ready?
We did Buggered Back to Life last time.
Yes. Yeah, we did Buggered Back to Life. Today we have Buggered at Birth.
Which I love that one.
Here we go. I love this first track because it doesn't even change it. It's Meat Hook Buggery.
Yeah, Meat Hook Buggery.
That's literally
Meat Hook Sodomy.
That's literally if just, Cannibal Corpse was from Britain, that's probably what it would say.
Yep.
We've got Buggered.
It would be I Spunk Blood. That would be the British one.
We've got Buggering Dissection. Bugger the Rotted Flesh.
Yep.
Buggered with Sores. Ow. We've got Buggered the Soul.
Okay.
Buggered at Birth. Rancid Buggery.
Oh, I like that. Rancid
and,
Buggery.
How am I going to work this one? I guess Innards Buggered. Okay, yeah.
Innards
so
Buggered.
that's this week's Buggery Corpse.
All right. You tune in next time for more classic
Cannibal Corpse is the
Buggery
gift
Corpse.
that keeps on giving on this show. That
They really do.
to this day, that two-parter on Cannibal Corpse is some of the funniest shit we've ever done.
Yeah. It's too bad that was pre-cameras.
Yeah, to be honest, that one would be ripe for a re-ranking.
We could never recreate that magic. That's
Yeah.
Yeah. That's anyway.
Well, now we have the Buggery bit, so that
we can do that.
Just work that in.
So, all right. So what we're going to be doing is going through the first 4 Metallica albums. We're going to discuss what to leave behind when it comes to what would be considered singles and what would be considered like the super popular, well-known songs.
Cool.
And then after that, we'll make a compilation of, 10 tracks of the best of the deep cuts.
I think 10's a good number because, it gives us plenty of opportunity. And Kill 'Em All's got 10 tracks on it, so that's not outside the realms of...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, so as usual, I love any chance to show off my vinyl collection, so I brought shit. So obviously we got Kill 'Em All.
Nice.
Right here, which I think this is like an 87 or 88 pressing.
Is that the one with the bonus tracks on it?
Yeah, it's got Blitzkrieg and Am I Evil on it. It's on Elektra Records. But
nice.
To go along with what were the singles? So Jump in the Fire was released as a single. And this one has this cool the live side, which isn't actually live, but it's definitely a different recording of the songs. Maybe they recorded it live in the studio, but it's not. Yeah. It's definitely not live in front of people. So that's a single, Jump in the Fire. So right away, Jump in the Fire would be removed because it was released as a single. Would you agree with that?
I would agree. So that one immediately is off the cards.
And then, unfortunately, my favorite song on the whole album, Whiplash, was also released as a single. I think this one also has like the same kind of shit on it. It's like literally like the same. It's the same.
Oh
back.
Wow! Yeah.
I think one of them was only released. I think this is American. This is a Megaforce release, and this is Music for Nations. So
I always love that Whiplash cover. I
like it too. It's very cool.
Yeah.
But it also says featuring the previously unavailable neck brace remix of Whiplash, which really they just kind of like did some different tweaking on the vocals and stuff, and it's minor changes, but it does sound slightly different. Anyway, so Whiplash and Jump into Fire are removed because they are considered singles.
Ineligible, sadly.
Ineligible. And so now, though, the real question is, we'll go through the tracks here because let's see. There's really only one on here that I would call a 100% played at every single Metallica show. But then there's another one that they play often that might be considered as one we could remove. So first off, we got Hit the Lights, which
yes,
they haven't played a lot. They've played it live, but it's not like one that they're going to play Hit the Lights every time. So I think that counts as a deep cut.
Yeah. Although there is also a part of me, and hear me out on this one,
Okay.
where, with an album, especially considering when you were buying physical media, especially back then, you couldn't really skip around all that much without like a little bit of extra effort, on vinyl and especially cassettes. So there is a part of me that's wondering, can a track one be a deep cut? Because it's the first thing a lot of people heard. So
I guess technically, by definition, it can't be because it's not deep into the album at all. It's on literally the outside surface of the album, the first thing that you are in contact with. So okay, let's get rid of Hit the Lights then.
Okay, would that by definition knock out Fight Fire with Fire, Battery, and Blackened?
Yeah, sure.
Okay,
Let's make this hard on ourselves.
Yeah. This is gonna be hard. This is the thing. This is why specifically I went the route of. It would be so easy to just pick the fan favorites and just put them in some kind of order. So this is why, if someone had never heard any Metallica and you wanted to be a real hipster douche about it and still impress them, this is the route we're taking.
Yeah, this is the just use our compilation when you see a girl in a Metallica shirt and you're like, she shouldn't be wearing a Metallica shirt. You just pull up our list and go, name one of the songs from the Slashed and Mashed list. If she doesn't know that, she's not a Metallica fan.
It's a good litmus test for who to have in your life.
Yeah. Four Horsemen. Four Horsemen is the one that they've played a lot over the years. But
I feel this one's up in the air. I tell you what, I'm gonna give that one a little amber right now on my little ranking system. I've got my traffic lights going on. Red,
like
amber, and
traffic
green.
lights. I like traffic lights. I like traffic lights. Only when they're green. It's a little Monty Python for you. He likes traffic lights.
A little bit of development there. We went from clicks to claps.
Yeah. I love the end of that track because it's literally a whole thing of him singing like that and then a chorus of people that sound just like him singing it. But the way that the song ends, if you haven't heard it before, the way the song ends is it seems like it's going to keep going on forever. And he's like, I like traffic lights. Oh, God. It's fucking great. We should do like a Monty Python album ranking because they got we should do that. Why haven't we talked about that? They have like fucking 5 or 6 albums.
I'm criminally behind on Monty Python.
I fucking love.
I know the big ones. Like I know a lot of the big sketches. But I need to. I am tragically behind on Monty Python.
I grew up on that, and it's one of those things that has never lost its charm for me.
Yeah.
But anyway, so Jump in the Fire's
My
out.
brain hurts.
Oh yeah. That's a good one too. Oh yeah, we skipped Motor Breath. Motor Breath, I would call Motor Breath a deep cut for sure.
Yes. And interesting factoid, it is the only Metallica song that solely has James Hetfield as the writing credit. Lars Ulrich is not on the writing credits for that song.
What?
And that's the only one that doesn't have Ulrich next to it.
Holy shit! You're right.
It is
Jay Hetfield.
Yep. It is the only Metallica song that doesn't have an Ulrich co-write.
Wow. All right, interesting.
Fun facts with Eddie. Da da da.
So there you go. As big of a fan as I am, I did not know that, and that's you always keep learning, folks. Anyway, all right. So Motor Breath stays on the possible list.
Yeah.
Jump in the Fire we already got rid of. Anesthesia Pulling Teeth. I mean, if we only have 10 tracks.
Yeah, if we only have 10 tracks, and I feel like in the 10 tracks, if we're being true to 80s Metallica form, we have to include one instrumental.
Okay, yeah. So we'll maybe just keep it in the running.
Well, here's the thing. You know, there's 4 instrumentals.
Yeah.
And of 4 of the instrumentals, Cliff Burton's influence is on display anyway.
Yeah.
And Anesthesia Pulling Teeth is literally half the band.
Yeah.
So
but some people would make the argument that there is going to be no Jason Newsted on any of the tracks that we choose.
yeah. Shit.
I'm not. Don't get into that shit, people. The album sounds fantastic as it is. Also, I'm going to go on record here. If I see another one of you motherfuckers that is wasted your fucking money on getting a vinyl copy of And Justice for Jason, an album that still doesn't even have fucking Jason on it. Like, you literally pay And Justice for Jason. Yeah, and the dude that played the bass on it that isn't Jason Newsted. Like, it's already the stupidest thing in the world that even exists, because sure, the bass is low. We get it. It's a classic fucking album, and I wouldn't change anything about it. If they did a mix with the bass higher, would I listen to it and buy it? Probably. But I'm not going to listen to some other guy play Jason Newsted's parts and then fork over my money for a vinyl copy where a guy played along to a CD and then they fucking pressed it. So, sorry. Had to vent about it. Stop buying it. I want the people that are selling that to go out of business, go bankrupt. Stop it. If you have a copy, sell it. Well, don't even sell it. Give it away to a homeless man to use as a dinner plate. Or a Frisbee. Anyway, sorry.
That's a really creative burn. Like, I'm just sat here for a minute. I was like, man, that was a good rant. I came away from that with an iconic quote to remember that by.
Well,
give it to a homeless man to use as a Frisbee or a dinner plate.
That'll be like, just put that on the hype sticker of if all additional pressings of Injustice for Jason should just say, like, give it away to a homeless person as a dinner plate or a Frisbee. Some guy from some podcast that we don't know.
Somebody on a podcast.
Anyway, so yes, I do like how Injustice for All sounds as it is, and honestly, if you have the right system, you can hear a little bit of Jason in there. It is, you can hear it.
EQ exists, and also, I'm not being funny, the volume knob exists.
Oh, that too.
And the louder you have it, the more that's coming through.
Yeah,
you know.
But you shouldn't have to do that. I'm going to be fair and say that the bass should have been louder. Mm-hmm. But that's not how it sounds, and I've gotten so used to how it sounds, and I like the album, I don't fucking care. Harping on and on about it.
It never bothered me the first time I heard it, and it's not going to bother me now.
Nope. Same thing. Same thing with the Saint Anger snare. It doesn't bother me because there's like 50 to 500 other bands that have already used a snare that sounds like that. Yeah. Just because you're uncultured and don't know anything about other kinds of music. It's not our fault. Anyway, all right. I'm sorry. This is gonna. It's always rant central, with this shit.
He fucking left the band.
Anesthesia, we just get rid of it because we have three other.
Yeah, like it's fantastic, and I love it for what it is. But if we're only keeping one instrumental, let's be real here. Like, it's a bass solo with some drums halfway through.
Yeah,
Yeah. Whereas
it's great in the context of the album. I love it.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But with that, Anesthesia, unfortunately, not making it because there's better instrumentals that Cliff is on. So
and also Whiplash is not making it because that was the single. So now we get into two songs that I would very much consider the deep cuts of this album.
Yes.
Phantom Lord and No Remorse. So those are staying, and we'll go back to those and figure out what we want to keep from here. I say get rid of Seek and Destroy.
Seek and Destroy is a live staple.
Yeah, if anybody knows, like, people that know, like, their live history more than I do, has there been a show where they didn't play Seek and Destroy? Like, at least, post, like, from the Justice tour on, because I feel like once they were headlining shows and they played longer sets, I think they always played Seek and Destroy, and then would come up with creative ways to do it. Obviously, now it's like the beach ball song. All the fucking beach balls come down.
I've just realized I can check out Setlist FM.
Sure, and it can tell you how many times it's been played.
Yeah. So hold up, wait a minute. Where do I get the Metallica album statistics? Songs. Here we go. Okay. Seek and Destroy is in the top 3. Yeah, so that's not.
Hold on. Let me guess the top 3. Enter Sandman. Okay. Sandman. Enter Sandman. Is that one of them?
You may be surprised, actually.
Okay.
Bear in mind that some songs have like a 8-year head start. On
okay. Creeping Death.
Creeping Death is 2. So
Seek and Destroy is 3. You said.
Yeah.
Which means number 1. For Whom the Bell Tolls? What's number 1?
No, it's Master of Puppets. Master of Puppets is number 1.
Oh shit! I was going earlier than that. All right, cool. But it doesn't count because at a certain point they only played half the song and then they would move on to a different song.
Okay. Tell you what, I'm not going to give too much away just yet because otherwise this show will be over a lot quicker. But I will keep it open just in case we want to double check something.
Do you know what I think would be cool for them to start doing? Because like now they have a bunch of newer albums that are, not considered classics at this point yet under their belt. When they play tours now, it would be cool if they did. Like, let's say with Death Magnetic, Hardwired. Well, I mean, I would like them to play full songs from Death Magnetic, but I'm being realistic. With Death Magnetic, even Saint Anger, let's do that too. All the 2000s albums construct Justice medley style things,
please.
Because I think that would be cool, and it could even be like a 10 fucking minute thing. Who the fuck cares? But I think it would be cool to hear how they would weave in and out of those songs, because that Justice medley from the 90s was actually kind of fun.
Yeah.
Because they might. Good.
So I was just going to say, they may have a hard time integrating Saint Anger into that medley because of the tunings.
Oh, no. I mean one per album. Like there's a Saint Anger medley. There's a.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like not all those together,
dude.
But there's just a medley of, let's say maybe they pick one song like off of one of the albums to play or something, but then they do a medley of some other ones. I don't know. I thought it would be cool, but there's a lot of things I'd like Metallica to do live. But like I've said many times, I realize that I've seen them a lot and other people haven't. And so they want to hear Seek and Destroy again.
I kind of view Justice and Death Magnetic as kind of sister albums.
Sure.
In a way, and that's because they're both thrash metal albums. Mm-hmm. They're both very technical thrash metal albums. Mm-hmm. They've both got production that is heavily scrutinized.
Yeah.
And long progressive songs. I think you could make a killer Justice Magnetic medley or something like that.
Sure, you could do that too. I don't know. It'd be kind of jarring to go from one album to the other, but I don't know.
But in a way, I feel like, because it's them in the moment doing it, you wouldn't be switching between the Justice sound and the Death Magnetic sound. It would be them in the moment doing it.
That's true. It might actually be kind of cool to hear how those songs sound next to each other.
Yeah. And I think the fact they're like released 20 years apart as well, it's almost like this like perfect full circle moment.
Yeah.
I've always loved Death Magnetic.
Oh, hell yeah, me too.
That's another one where the production never bothered me at the time because I was completely new to Metallica.
The weird thing is that immediately as soon as I bought the album, I noticed the problem with the production.
Yeah,
but after the first listen, it didn't bother me because I started to be like, I kind of like how it makes the album sound. And so like, but I would be lying if I said I didn't notice all the clipping and distorted little moments here and there. I know, but anyway, Metal Militia is, I would consider that a deep cut because they haven't played that very often at all.
I would consider that to be one of the deepest, to be honest. Hold up, let me see if I can find where it is on the old Metal Militia is at 73, having been played 94 times.
Oh, 94? Wow.
It's only been played 94 times.
Interesting.
Next to Jump in the Fire, which was a single that's only been played 97 times.
Nice.
How interesting that one released as a single and one's at the back of the album, and they're both deep cuts next to each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always really liked Jump in the Fire.
Yeah.
But once again, I always kind of like those songs that sound a little bit different than some of the other stuff on the album. And Jump in the Fire definitely sounds a little bit different than the songs surrounding it.
I think as well, something to be noted on Kill 'Em All, there is a lot of residual Dave Mustaine on it. Not in a case of like that stupid thing where it's like Mustaine wrote 'em all.
No.
It's like that's dumb. He was involved in 4 of the album's 10 tracks, which, get this, is 40% of the album. It's not even half.
Yeah.
you know.
Well, and even then, like, I always make the argument of like, if you're actually in a band and have written songs in a band, it isn't always that you come in with a completed song and then the band plays it. Especially in the case of Metallica, because you have James and Lars. So I'm willing to bet that there is no song where Dave brought it in and that's how they played it. That's not going to be a thing. He may have been the primary songwriter on a few songs, but there's no way that happened.
Well, it's like comparing the Four Horsemen and Mechanics. It's like Mechanics has some of the same sections, but but faster with different lyrics and missing another 3 minutes of song.
That's what I've always thought was really funny about the comparison between the two songs, because like when people will say, Mechanics is way better, I'm like, why? It's literally just faster to where you can't really hear a lot of the riffs the way that they should be heard, and the lyrics are fucking stupid. So that's why you like it more?
Yeah, it's definitely that's a dub for Metallica on this one. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but it is what it is. I
still like that song, but not as much as Four Horsemen.
No, I just feel like the speed of that is too fast, because like, there are certain riffs, and I'll say Metallica does this too. Metallica will play some songs too fast where I go, that riff doesn't need to be played that fast. It's not giving it enough time.
Yeah. I think the Four Horsemen works better because it's got that swing to it.
Yeah. So anyway, that's obviously just an opinion. If you like fast songs with dumb lyrics, then there you go. You can.
I will say, I do like that the mechanics exists though, because the thing I love about that first Megadeth album is how fucking angry and I've got a point to prove it is.
Yeah.
And there's so many, like, the gnarliest, wildest Megadeth is on the first album.
Sure.
Like, the Megadeth's most unhinged shit is on the first album.
Yeah.
And it's not one of my favorite albums from them, but, like, the amount of moments on that album that made me go, holy fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm still trying to wrap my head around the rhythm in Last Rites Love to Death. That like, what is happening? And he's singing over it, and it's, man, drugs, dude.
Well, yeah, and you give him credit, a very talented guy.
Oh yeah, 100%. Not you know.
But yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I think I'd probably put Killing Is My Business in my top 5 Megadeth albums for sure. Maybe number 5.
Yeah.
But I have a blast listening to that album. The original mix of the album.
Yeah.
The original mix of the album. Don't come at me with the Final Kill. Okay. Final
What
Kill
do you
is
mean
just
you don't like the remix?
Final Kill is just fine. But I have no
Fine kill.
I have no. Yeah, it's the fine kill. I have no arguments. Like, I'm just, if you're like, I like the Final Kill, I'm like, great.
Good for you.
That's all I have to say. Anyway, but next up,
Yes.
my favorite album of all time, Ride the Lightning. Ride the Lightning. And unfortunately, we are not including one of my favorite songs of all time, Creeping Death.
Dude.
Which, because not only is it a live staple, but it was released as a single.
My favorite Metallica song as well. It hurts.
Not only that, like, this has got to be one of the greatest single releases of all time.
Yeah.
Because it's Creeping Death, Am I Evil, and Blitzkrieg.
Oh.
Like, that's this 12-inch single. And this one's Music for Nations. So it's
What's that, like 16 minutes of ass kickery?
yeah, it's fucking insane.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, yeah. So, and honestly, right there, sometimes I still get people that ask the question, like, why is that later EP called Garage Days revisited? And it's because on the title that you see, this is Garage Days Revisited, is what side B is called on this. I know most of you know that, but some people don't. And anyway, so Ride the Lightning. You said we're already getting rid of Fight Fire with Fire.
It's the first track, and we're all familiar
doesn't count
with
as a
it.
deep cut.
Yeah.
This is also this is actually a 1984 Elektra Records pressing. So it's still got like the Megaforce, label on it too, but it's an Elektra one. I don't know if there were copies that were just on Megaforce of Ride the Lightning. I don't know. Anyway, but this is the one that I got, and it's my pride and joy. And yes, I still play it. But I've got like 3 other copies of Ride the Lightning, so I do rotate them. But occasionally, I just want to hear the crackle and the history of the vinyl of this fucking masterpiece playing. Yeah, I just, like, literally, I don't like taking anything off of this album at all. It's
me
fucking
either.
perfect.
It is perfect. This is a perfect album.
Here's a good question, though. Would you consider a title track to be a deep cut?
Interesting, because all the following... it's funny, actually, what Metallica kind of leaned into with the pattern of the next 3 albums, because the title track is always the second, and the ballad track is always the 4th.
They follow the rules.
They do. They found something that worked and fucking stuck to it.
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like... Because in a weird way, Master of Puppets is not a deep cut. Ride the Lightning is a heavily respected metal song within metal crowds.
Yeah.
And Justice for All is weirdly deep cut feeling for the second track on and Justice for All. It's weird.
Yeah.
This is a more nebulous thing, because unlike the first track, the second track, that enters the realms of, okay, we've got a little bit of wiggle room here. Man, Ride the Lightning's beloved. I got to check. I'm consulting the list.
Okay.
Okay.
If we don't include it, then we're going to have to deal with Kirk being like, where's Ride the Lightning?
Ride the Lightning is in the top 23 Metallica songs of ever. So, yeah, we're going to have to cut that one.
All right, bye-bye, Ride the Lightning. Sorry, Kirk.
Ride the Lightning.
For Whom the Bell Tolls, definitely has to go.
That's number 4.
Yeah,
So,
that's a live staple.
That's going.
Yeah.
I'm kind of worried that we could end up with very little Ride the Lightning.
Hey, that's just the way it happens. That's the way the classic crumbles.
Yeah.
Once again, Fade to Black. A very popular
Black's gonna be
track.
high up.
But
That's number 9. Number 9. Dude.
we're really like digging a hole, but
This is so hard.
yeah.
Fuck, man.
That's what she said. God, that was too late. It was too late.
I'll allow it. Hang on. So I'm gonna check something in a minute. Okay. Here we have something interesting.
Okay.
Trapped Under Ice has only been played 29 times,
Yeah.
so it's safe.
Well, good. It
Now-
should be.
Now, Escape.
Has been played once.
Holy fuck. Has only been played once, so the Escape is safe.
And that's when they played Ride the Lightning in its entirety at their what were their festivals called?
Orion
festivals. They played,
Yeah.
but if I remember right, they played it backwards, right? I know they played
Yeah.
the Black Album backwards, but I will forever till the day I die fly my flag for Escape. I don't care what James thinks about the song. He's allowed to think what he wants because he was a songwriter and performer. But
He's wrong this time.
but I not only do I love that song in the context of this album, you take that song out and it's fucking missing something. There's a variety of songs on this album. As much as thrash metal people would like to be like, they like to ignore the variety on this album. I know when this album came out, people were mad at the variety on this album because Fight Fire with Fire and Ride the Lightning, you could, those have thrash elements in them. For Whom the Bell Tolls, absolutely no thrash elements in it whatsoever. Fade to Black, absolutely no thrash metal elements in it. Then you get to Trapped Under Ice, that's more thrashy. But Escape is just like, I feel like Escape is like it's the Bell's fade of side 2.
Yeah.
And it's just so fucking good. I love I don't know. I like Lars's little like drum rolls in the verses. It goes along with a little. That's a question. If I ever got to interview one of them, I would ask them like, well, which came first? Was it the drum roll or was it the dig on the guitar? Like who's mimicking who in that part of the song?
Yeah.
Because I've always really liked that. Anyway,
That's such a good section. Actually, I've never even thought to take notice of that, but that's such an interesting part. Yeah. Yeah.
feel no pain with my life.
Yeah, it's so good. Dude. Hell yeah.
Anyway, so Trapped Under Ice and Escape are staying. Creeping Death is not.
Creeping Death. Sorry.
I was going to say Call of Cthulhu is obviously staying because it's definitely deep cut, and they've played it, but they haven't played it a lot.
Let me check its credentials. 61. So it's been played 122 times.
Yeah, they played it at in Arlington when I saw them in 2023. But they also played Orion as well.
I still get chills at the end of that song. You know, like, dun, 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 dun. It's so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So did we leave out Fade to Black? That's the question.
Yeah, Fade to Black is gone. Fade to
Okay.
Black is in the top 10.
So remaining on Ride the Lightning are Trapped Under Ice, Escape, and Call of Cthulhu.
Cool.
Cool. All right. We are not trying to make this easy on ourselves.
Absolutely not.
All right, I gotta put you away. I'll see you later. Bye. Okay, I'm talking to my beloved vinyl. Now we got one of the most expensive records in my collection.
Wow.
A 1986 copy of Master of Puppets.
How much would that cost? How
Oh,
much would that run you?
I don't know. Let me. So this is obviously not in mint condition. I can go to my Discogs and actually look at what it's going for.
How much did you pay for it?
It was basically nothing. So
Nice.
A friend of mine. Yeah, when was this? Like 2016, 2017. Her brother,
I gave him one of my testicles.
no, her brother was getting rid of all of her records, and she basically just sent me like what all he had, which was a whole
Jackpot.
lot of great stuff that I got. And I told her everything I want, and like she said, well, I think I ended up getting like maybe 10 to 12 records from her, and I think I paid $50 for 10 to 12 records. There was a lot of good ones in there. So sometimes people and you get a good deal. It happens.
Nice.
But I want to look at. So if I go filters. No, that's not what I want to do. God dang it! I want to go to median value. Okay, so the median value of this, which means like, I get it's not the highest, but it's not the lowest, is $192 is what this would go for.
Whoa. Nice.
The most expensive record in my collection, actual like just one single record, is Body Count's self-titled album with Cop Killer on it. And that's the median value is $216.67. I paid $100 for that one.
Hell yeah. With good reason.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Because that's never going to get, aside from a bootleg, it's never going to get repressed. But yeah, I was lucky. All of these Metallica records were all in that bundle that I got from my friend. So
Awesome.
including a like what else was in that group that I got? I got a couple Sabbath albums, but they were 70s pressings, but not like original, like from the year Sabbath albums. I don't remember what else, but there was a few things. Anyway, so Master of Puppets. We're leaving out Battery because it's the title, and then we're leaving out Master of Puppets because not only is it a title track, and but it gets played all the fucking time, and it's fucking on Stranger
It's the
Things.
number one. It's been played 1,789 times.
And it will be played forever and ever until they stop.
Yeah.
Because now it's like, it's
What are
probably
they going to not play Master of Puppets?
it's probably their biggest song now.
Yeah, tell you what, hold on.
Because
while we're
of,
at, I'm just gonna.
because of opened up a whole new group of fans on Stranger Things. They didn't play Enter Sandman on Stranger Things. They played Master of Puppets.
Let me just load up Metallica's streaming for a moment. What's their top 10 songs? Okay. Enter Sandman is currently sitting at number 1.
Okay.
With nearly 2 billion streams. Damn. Master of Puppets.
They earned about $10 off that.
Master of Puppets is coming up on 1.2 billion. Nothing Else Matters, strangely, is listed under Master of Puppets but has more streams, and it says 1 billion. Well, it's coming up on 1.6 billion.
I don't know how they. Maybe they also take into account like recent activity.
Maybe there's like it's had a surge. We'll up it a little bit. But yeah,
Anyway, I am
dude.
super fucking stoked because one of my favorite Metallica songs of all time is a deep cut, and that is The Thing That Should Not Be.
dude.
Absolutely fucking love that song.
Well, I'm glad to say that I'm unanimous with that. That's going in the fucking green. That's staying.
All right.
Yeah.
The first one we are definitely keeping is The Thing That Should Not Be. We should probably just put Escape on there too, because we had a lot of nice things to say about
Yeah.
So Welcome Home Sanitarium has been played a lot, but I feel like it's second place to Fade to Black when it comes to the song number 4.
You are 100% correct. It is right behind Fade to Black. It is number 10. Fade to Black is number 9.
No, I mean like on them playing.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they have played it a lot.
They have played Fade to Black 1,278 times. They have played Sanitarium 1,041 times.
Can you imagine playing any song 1,000 times?
Yeah. To that many people.
Like what does it feel like for the Rolling Stones to play Satisfaction again?
Hold on. Wait a minute. I'm going to find this out. Hold on. What is it? Rolling Stones.
Because they've been going since the 60s, and that
Setlist
song,
FM.
Satisfaction, is from the 60s, I believe, as well.
So let me have a look here. Okay. Oh, is it Rolling Stones?
Yeah, what's the...
Setlist.
I'm sorry, we've never really talked about the Rolling Stones, but I like a lot of their stuff. I love that song, Can You Hear Me Knocking? I love that one. God, it's a fucking banger.
Dude, strangely enough, Satisfaction has only been played 1,012 times.
What the fuck? What's the number one played...
Strangely, their number one played song apparently is Jumpin' Jack Flash, and it's been played 1,218 times. So Metallica
I guess
has
they
just been
I guess they haven't played as many shows as Metallica.
potentially. Yeah.
They probably took more time off.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, interesting. Jumpin' Jack Flash is the number one. I mean, I like that one, but
Yeah.
that's not the one I would think would be number one. Anyway.
Yeah.
So, but do you think Welcome Home Sanitarium counts as a deep cut?
No, it's
damn it.
literally in the it's literally in the top 10 Metallica songs. We can't include anything in the top 10.
Get rid of it.
Yeah.
Get rid of it.
As much as it pains me, because it is one of my favorite Metallica songs. It would be in my top 10, but it is in the top 10, so it can't make it.
Yeah, let me go on record and say this is also a perfect album. Like, it may not be my favorite album of all time, but
They did it again.
I will. Yeah, they did it again. I will not allow any negative remarks about any moment on this album because it's just fucking perfect.
Absolutely
Disposable
perfect.
Heroes is a deep cut, and I love it.
Where would that land? Okay. So Disposable Heroes is it has only been played 160 times. So that is
times.
absolutely, as far as I'm concerned, that can in the pantheon of songs we're working with, that can stay.
Now, this next one, they played in 2023 when I saw them, Leper Messiah, and I was fucking floored by how good it sounded. 60-year-old Metallica playing Leper Messiah. I know it's not fast, but for everything about that, I was like, wow, it sounded so good. I loved that particular tour so much because you literally got 2 concerts from Metallica with 2 completely different set lists. So sure, you got the hits in there, but I got to hear
so much deep.
I got to hear Dirty Window. I got to hear what's the one from S&M? I got to hear that one. 4-Leaf Clover. Anyway.
No Leaf Clover, that's the one.
Oh yeah, No Leaf Clover. Anyway.
Fake fan.
Speaking of that, the next thing we got to do is we should do 90s Metallica.
Yes,
and we would
I'm
be doing
so down.
We would be doing Black Album, Load, Reload, but we'd also be able to include. Well, no, for leaving out singles, we can't include "I Disappear" or "No Leaf Clover."
We could count Minus Human.
Minus Human would be one, yeah.
That's the other one.
But that's also not a studio track either. It's technically live. Anyway, we can make up all the rules we want, or we can discard all the rules we want because it's our show.
We can throw a little bonus track in there if we want.
Oh yeah, I forgot. I'm wearing my 2023.
Oh, nice, dude.
Sword.
Sweet. I'm wearing a completely unrelated Stone Temple Pilots core shirt.
I'm sure they played a show with Stone Temple Pilots at some point, some festival, or who knows.
I am playing with Metallica.
Puppets. Okay, so Leper Messiah is in the running because it's definitely a deep cut, but it has been played, but not a lot. Orion's been played a lot, especially recently, but I'd still consider that a deep cut.
Yeah, I would too. I would consider all of the instrumentals deep cuts.
Okay.
By very definition, in very rare cases would you ever release an instrumental as a single.
And then Damage Incorporated, definitely a deep cut. They've played that as well, but I mean, yeah. All right. And
it's interesting how, like, across the board Ride the Lightning was, and how cut in half Master of Puppets kind of is in this case. Where, like,
yeah, I guess
in terms of, like, recognition, Master of Puppets, if we're talking like song popularity, Master of Puppets is pretty front loaded.
Yeah.
Whereas Ride the Lightning's kind of like bookended.
Yeah, you're right. And then that brings
still
us,
perfect albums, both of them.
And then that brings us to Justice. This is a 1988 Elektra Records pressing of this album.
Nice.
I love their pictures on the back of it. I remember when I first got this album, I was like, these guys look fucking scary.
Yeah.
Like, they're gonna fuck you up right
you
now.
You can almost feel the anger from losing Cliff emanating off of those photos. I know Jason's there, and Jason is my personal favorite Metallica bass player, but it was a huge loss for them. And
oh, hell yeah.
And at the time, I mean, it shows in the sound that Justice has that they are pissed off, So
we have two official singles off this one. We have one.
Actually, there's a third. And I don't mean to be that nerd dude that's like
You're right. I have the 7-inch of Eye of the Beholder. Why the fuck is that? Did I not bring that? Shit, it's because I only brought my 12 inches.
It's okay.
Anyway,
we prefer 12 inches anyway.
what does this have on it? One, and the B-sides are For Whom the Bell Tolls and Welcome Home live. These were both recorded in '89 in Dallas. The live tracks on this.
Nice.
And then Harvester of Sorrow, which I love this one because it's kind of like the Creeping Death one. It's Harvester of Sorrow with Bread Fan and the Prince on the B side. And then these are obviously are these no, these at this point they're doing Vertigo. That's the British label. Vertigo, isn't it? So we're already removing Blackened, which hurts my heart because that's another one of my favorite Metallica songs and probably my favorite Kirk Hammett solo.
Oh, it's awesome. That song, honestly, that song is one of my favorite Metallica songs ever.
Yeah.
Top 3 at least.
But title track and Justice for All, that seems like a deep cut to you and not a...
Yeah, in contrast to Ride the Lightning and Master of Puppets, and Justice for All is such a sprawling, long song.
Yeah.
Like, it has deep cut written all over it. And weirdly enough, this album kind of feels like an inverse of the previous two, to where it almost feels like some of the deeper cuts are towards the beginning of the album as opposed to the back. And it's very varied, this one. It's a weird one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you're right. Eye of the Beholder was released as a single, so that one gets removed, but we keep in Justice for All.
Yeah.
Obviously, go ahead.
So I was going to say, so one and Eye of the Beholder,
both have to
Blackened, and Harvester of Sorrow as well.
And Harvester of
yeah.
Sorrow have to go.
So we're working with And Justice for All, Shortest Straw, Frayed Ends.
Frayed Ends of Sand. I'm going in order through the album.
Sorry.
You
Yeah,
haven't
sorry.
noticed that's what I've been doing? Jumping around here?
Sorry, I jumped the gun a little bit there. It's how they've laid the fucking singles out on this album.
Yeah.
Maybe jump ahead a little bit.
Shortest Straw, and Frayed Ends of Sanity. And then To Live Is To Die is definitely a deep cut.
Yeah,
Have they ever played that live? They played sections of it live, but I don't know if they've ever played the full song live.
You know, now that I think about it, that may be the deepest cut of this whole bunch.
According to that one song, the first cut is the deepest.
To Live.
Whoever did that song.
To Live Is To Die. They have only played To Live Is To Die as a whole individual thing once. They have only played the whole song as is once. The only other two times, the only other few times are during medleys with Orion and To Live Is To Die, and the other one is Orion, To Live Is To Die, and Call of Cthulhu as a medley.
Yeah.
Man.
So that's a deep cut for sure. And then Dyer's Eve is definitely a deep cut and a beef cut.
A beef cut.
Because it's a fast motherfucker.
Yeah.
How many times have they played Dyer's Eve?
Dyer's Eve is one of those that stands as a holy shit, you need to know this song. But also, it's only been played 35 times, and it is actually the 92nd most played Metallica song.
So definitely a deep cut there. Okay, so
right next to it is 71 Seasons.
Or 72.
Sorry, 72, sorry. So why did I say 71? I need to go back to fucking
maybe
school.
Because the 91 was around there?
Yeah, probably. Yeah. 91, 72.
6, 7.
I was about to say that.
Okay, well then let's go back. How many songs we've only said hell yeah to 2 songs so far. And we have 8 more spaces to go.
So as it stands right now, what do we have? So we've got Four Horsemen, Motor Breath, Phantom Lord, No Remorse, Metal Militia. So that's 5 songs from Kill 'Em All.
Okay.
We've got Trapped Under Ice, Escape, Call of Cthulhu.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Escape we've said yes to, and we've also said yes to The Thing That Should Not Be. So Trapped Under Ice, Call of Cthulhu. Disposable Heroes, Leper Messiah, Orion, Damage Inc., and Justice for All, Shortest Straw, Frayed Ends of Sanity, To Live Is To Die, Dyer's Eve.
Okay.
I feel like to immediately narrow it down, we need to pick one instrumental.
Oh, okay.
I feel like
I don't know. I know a lot of people would immediately say, why aren't you picking Orion? I'm like, well,
because Call of Cthulhu is also fucking fantastic. That's the problem. I think, although if we're being honest, Orion has more changes and is more interesting than Call of Cthulhu.
Yeah.
Even if Call of Cthulhu is overtly more epic sounding, I think Orion takes you to more places, and I think as an instrumental track, that justifies its runtime a little bit more. As devastated as I would be to lose To Live Is To Die, To Live Is To Die is the only one of these instrumentals that doesn't have Cliff on it, and it feels wrong, and it would just feel wrong to exclude a Cliff instrumental because of how much Cliff shines in the instrumentals. So I feel like
I love all 3 of these instrumentals, so I don't really.
Yeah, I
still
think
there's things about them. Each one of them has something that I go, no, that's too fucking good.
Yeah. I mean, I tear up to this day when it gets to that really quiet part in the middle of To Live Is To Die.
Yeah.
I mean, I suppose To Live Is To Die is a tribute to Cliff because it contains stuff that Cliff was working on.
Mm-hmm.
But again, Orion has a bass solo.
Orion does have a bass solo. Let's just go
I
with
feel
Orion.
I think Orion has moments where every single person in the band gets a moment to shine, because I think James has a solo, Kirk has a solo, and I think Cliff has a solo, right? I think there's a solo from all three. I think.
Yeah. Yeah, they all
Cool.
I'm pretty sure they all play solos on that.
Nice, cool. So we're keeping Orion.
So that just means go ahead and scratch out Cthulhu and
Yeah.
To Live Is To Die, because we're only going to include one instrumental.
Yeah. Okay.
Is there? We should pick. We need to go ahead and pick our favorite from Kill 'Em All. That way, we can go ahead and have all 4 albums represented in a Hell Yeah section that we're already going to use.
Okay. I'm going to really quickly check where Four Horsemen lands, because we were up in the air about that one.
Yeah, they played it a
Four
lot.
Horse. Oh, Four Horsemen is in the top 20, so I don't think we can use it.
Goodbye, Four Horsemen.
Sorry, Four Horsemen. You were too cool.
All right, my vote for absolutely including it is No Remorse.
Thanks. Yeah, I was 100% with you on that. Yeah, I'm going to join you. So, No Remorse.
So I mean, we can include another one for sure, but that's out of the ones that are left, that's the one that like jumps out the most. Like, I fucking love this one.
Yeah.
I fucking love every song on all of these albums. That's why at the end of the day, I'm all like, none of this matters. I'm just going to go listen to all these albums as they sound.
As soon as we're done sequencing this, you're going to go off and spend the next like 4 hours just listening to these.
I'm just going to listen to Master of Puppets, and I'm just going to listen to the songs we cut out. I don't do that. I don't even know if it's a trend, but I do see it like on the TikToks now, where like younger people who own records have started doing videos of getting very good at placing your needle on the track you want to hear in the middle of the album. And I go,
fucking defeating the object of having a fucking record by a CD then.
I feel torn, because there's a part of me that goes, that is a skill, being able to put the needle I know it's stylus. Some people, I love people that are like younger and they're like, they're called styluses. I'm like, dude, when I was young, nobody said stylus. Maybe like the manufacturer and the guy selling it would say that. Everybody else said needle.
Do you think this is a Nintendo DS?
But if you can get that right on the money, that's pretty fucking sweet. But I also do feel I'm all like, well, then just if you're taking out an entire record just to play one track, then just go stream it.
Yeah.
Or get one of those silly things that you put. They make these things now that you put on your turntable to stream your music to your turntable to play through your speakers. Now, to each their own, if that's what you want. But yeah. So anyway, but yes, No Remorse.
Yes.
How many songs do we have now? 5?
4. So we've got No Remorse, Escape, Thing That Should Not Be, and Orion. So we need to pick something from Justice.
What really? That's only 4. Okay. Something from Justice. What do I want to do?
Dude, I feel the way you feel about Escape. I feel that way about Frayed Ends of Sanity. I feel like that is a way underappreciated song.
Okay, yeah, let's put it on. I like that one too.
There are so many great sections in that, and I know I talked about, just now, all 3 other members getting a moment, but it contains the single best Lars Ulrich drum fill of all
I knew
the
that's
of
where
all
you were
time.
going. I knew that's where you were going.
That bit is just so
great.
Yeah, it's fucking, it's genius,
Yeah.
knowing exactly where those little accents needed to be.
Yeah.
Firing on all cylinders.
So definitely put that one on. So that leaves us with 5. Is that one? Is that one from? No, that's 4 albums. So who have we doubled up on now so far?
We've got 2 from Master of Puppets. The rest we have 1 track.
Okay. Let me see if there's any others that stand out that I. Let's see. What am I looking at? I would like Leper Messiah. I would like to ask for Leper Messiah because I love that song.
That sounds good to me, man.
I know that's 3 Master of Puppets, but that's just, it's so good.
Dude, you're picking 3 songs from a perfect album. You don't have to convince me.
Yeah.
However, before we do that, I do love Disposable Heroes. That's the thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tell you what, shall I highlight both of those?
Yeah.
In amber, and we'll come back to them.
You know what we could do? Highlight those. We'll come back later and find out which one has been played less live, and that's the one we go with.
Bingo. It's going to be Leper Messiah, isn't it?
Yeah. I don't know. It's going to be. I think it's going to be Disposable Heroes because I don't think I've been to a live show where they played Disposable Heroes. I've heard them play it live, but Leper Messiah, I absolutely have heard.
Here's what makes me think that Disposable Heroes may have been played more. Disposable Heroes is in Guitar Hero and Metallica, and Leper Messiah is not.
It's true.
I know that's not necessarily a mark of popularity because they did put a couple deep cuts on there.
Yeah.
But yeah. Tell you what, those are amber for the time being.
Table that.
Okay. Cool.
How do we feel about Trapped Under Ice? Because is that the only one we have left now from?
It's the only other one from Lightning.
Put that on there because that's my favorite album of all time. So I don't want to leave that one alone. Yeah. I do like that one. Let's go back to Kill 'Em All real quick because we did choose No Remorse. Now I have to say that Kill 'Em All is the Metallica album that has some of the lyrics are kind of dumb.
Yeah.
But that's a thing that a lot of metal bands wrote lyrics like that. Some can't stop writing fucking lyrics like that. But but when it comes to dumb lyrics that are left, Motor Breath and Metal Militia, out of the 2, Motor Breath is my favorite over Metal Militia. Because Metal Militia has always been kind of just. There's a weird thing that metal songs that have the word metal in them always rub me the wrong way. Can you think of another? Yeah. Can you think of another genre that has written songs where they use the genre of their fucking music in the? I guess country probably does it, but you never have I guess hip hop does do that. Never mind, hip hop does it for sure.
If I may point something out very very quickly,
sure.
just while we're here, the band's called Metallica.
They're not called Metallica. They're Metallica, like the Spanish. Yeah. Isn't that a Spanish word for metallic or some shit? Fuck, I don't know.
Yeah, I get where you're coming from. It's like the one band.
Well, there's also
Metal Church, I guess.
Metal Church, and,
Metal Machine Music by Lou Reed. Which is tangentially related to Metallica, so I've not gone completely off topic.
Because of Lou Reed, yeah.
Yeah.
Let's see. We should next slash and mash is going to be us slashing and mashing Saint Anger and Lulu into one.
Dude, dude, I'm so down.
I would love it so much. I would fucking love it.
That's going on the fucking schedule right now before we forget it.
We should do 90s Metallica first. Let's be fair to the people out there because we're in the minority of people that love both of those albums. I don't know if you love Lulu or not, but I definitely do.
That's one of those albums that I had a very complicated relationship with for a long time because I got into Metallica and then the first thing that came out when I was a young Metallica fan was Lulu. Yeah. And I was there like, God damn it! What am I supposed to think? Slash
To the
Smash
internet, they will tell me what to
Singer.
think of this.
Yeah, it was at the time, and yeah. But yeah, Slash the Mash Saint Anger Lulu. I've saved that. That's in the schedule.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a fucking fun one, dude.
But what do you think between Metal Militia and Motor Breath?
I think Motor Breath is because the thing is that there are parts of Metal Militia that I really like as an album closer, especially like the marching at the end. I think that's a really cool atmospheric way to close a side out. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, I also like the really interesting little anecdote of Motor Breath being the only Metallica song that's solely written by James.
Yeah.
And I think Metal Militia has a cool riff and kind of a weird riff where it's like, you know, the that one I really like, but the you know, that one can be a little herky jerky. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I guess my 2 cents is that Motor Breath, it's the way that it's written has always seemed really weird. Like, there's no song that has like that riff. It's
almost like a deep beat,
and then even the chorus, like it's like, and then it has that little stop in the chorus. I've always just thought that it stands out so much as a Metallica song because they didn't write a lot of stuff like that.
And there's a key change into the solo. And there's that really whacked out fucking scream with a flanger. Yeah. It sounds like he's dying in a groan tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, tell you what.
I like that one way more than Metal Militia. But
yeah, you know what? You've convinced me. Motor Breath is fucking staying, dude.
Okay. Let's see if there's anything else is there anything else standing out to you? Okay, I can get rid of we're done with Ride the Lightning.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. I've been looking. I'm so focused on deep cuts that I'm not paying attention to the fucking thing staring me right in the face, which is Dyer's Eve.
Yeah, we need to keep Dyer's Eve.
Dyer's Eve's got to close it. Like, I feel like that's, you know.
Do you know what I always loved about Dyer's Eve is how abruptly it ends. Like, it literally cuts and the album's over. Like, it's not one of those things where it does.
But I think
where there's like a little tape hiss at the end. Yeah. It literally just ends.
Oh, on the CD.
Yeah. Like you can really, really hear it on the CD.
Yeah. Now I'm trying to remember. Is there an unedited version where because that's it? They didn't. I don't think they stopped it that way.
No,
I think that's the way it was edited. Now I want to go back and listen to all of those demos, because those are always fun to listen to all the fucking. Because I recently listened to a bunch of the demos because I did like a video on that box set, and I'm like, what was it that was different about the ending of that? Anyway, but yeah, Dyer's Eve is great. I love the whole thing. So how many songs does that leave us with now?
So we've got, where are we at? So we've got 2 songs from each album, which brings us up to 8.
But we
8 tracks.
But we have 3 in the running for Master of Puppets, right?
Yeah. So we've got Damage Inc., Leopard Messiah, and Disposable Heroes are fighting it out. Leopard Messiah and Disposable Heroes. So I'm going to really quickly look at the tour statistics. Let me have a look here. What is it? It's Disposable Heroes is 52.
Okay.
Leopard Messiah is 57. Okay, so
Disposable Heroes wins.
Actually, Leopard Messiah is the less played one. So
no, you said 52 for Disposable Heroes and 57.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not the number of times.
No. It's their
ranking.
placing in this list. So Leopard Messiah has been played 139 times, and Disposable Heroes has been played 160 times. Sorry, that was my mistake. I was reading
okay.
the the ranking placement, not the play count. So, yeah. So Leper Messiah is going to win that one on the deep cut front.
Okay.
But that's surprising to me. I thought Disposable Heroes would have had more of a lead on that. Interesting. So now that gives us, what, 9 songs? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So we've got room for one more song out of Phantom Lord, Metal Militia, Damage Inc., and Justice for All, and Shortest Straw.
I would like to vote for Injustice for All.
Okay.
That's my. I mean, you can. I love that song. I've always loved the. I don't know if you've noticed this. Maybe other dog owners out there maybe notice this. Like there's dogs all kind of have similar barks. Like I almost feel like it means different things for the way that they're barking at certain things. And I've heard most of my dogs at some point in their lives bark the rhythm of arr, 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 arr. Like I've heard them all do that. And I'm in the kitchen like doing dishes and I'll hear one of my dogs do that and immediately I go and I get, but like my dogs always bark like that. Not always, but there's always something that happens where they decide they have to go arr, 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 arr. So that alone is one of those things that I'm like, I love that because that song's always getting into my head because of dogs barking.
Dude, that is truly delightful. I've never thought about it like that, but now every time I hear Injustice for All, I gotta think,
Somebody make a dog barking version of Injustice for All. I just wish that one day I could catch them doing it because then I could make a really cool video edit. But I can never. I'm not good with my camera. That's why like you don't see me post my dogs a lot because my dog will do something awesome and I'll be like fumbling my camera. Like, oh my god, I gotta get! And then they fucking run away. And I'm just like,
wait until they start going.
Anyway. So so that's anyway. I like Injustice for All the most out of all of those songs that you listed. Do you have a favorite from those?
Dude, I love Injustice for All. The problem is now we're left with a showdown between 5 of the coolest songs ever. So I will say right out of the gate, I think Kill 'Em All tracks are not going to win out against Master and Justice tracks, so I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Phantom Lord and Metal Militia. I'm now going to say Master of Puppets already has 3 songs, so I'm afraid, despite that badass midsection in Damage Inc., I'm going to have to cut that one. Now, I'm trying to picture to myself now, and Justice for All or Shortest Straw. Well, if we're thinking
to be completely honest, I'm fine with both of those songs.
Yeah. Now there is a part of me that is like, dude, Short Straw is so fucking good.
Yeah.
But I will say one of my favorite moments on the album is that volume swell after the
oh yeah.
Like it's just that's such a cool way to bring that part back in. But
yeah.
I'm with you. Musically, and Justice for All is such a sprawling, brilliantly written track. The solo still gives me goosebumps. Fuck it. I'm going to go ahead and agree because And Justice for All deserves more recognition as a title track.
And is that the only title track we have in our 10 songs?
Yes.
So that goes number 2.
Should we call this And Justice for Deep Cuts?
I guess.
Holy crap!
We could do better than that.
Yeah, we probably could. We probably could. We'll call it Motor Remorse Trapped Escape, The Thing, Leper Messiah Ryan, Justice, Frayed Dyer's Eve.
What?
I don't know. I was having a mild stroke, if I'm being honest. Right? Okay, so final track list. This is the
deep cuts for all.
And deep cuts for all. I like it. And deep cuts for all.
All right, so the weird thing is that we got rid of all of song number ones. So it's like, what kicks it off? Do we? I like Trapped Under Ice kicking it off, really.
Hear me out. Hear me out. Motor Breath. I feel like that's an energetic opener.
Yeah.
And it also represents album number 1.
Perfect.
Any counters to that? You got any potential?
No, because I thought about that. I was thinking about that one and Trapped Under Ice as the two that I was like, oh, these could be the number 1. But yeah. So Motor Breath into And Justice for All. Obviously, we didn't include any of the like ballad type songs. There's none of those.
I also have another hear me out.
Sure.
I think And Justice for All should be a side closer.
Okay.
And I think it should end side 1 because it has that really, really dramatic build up towards the end with all those layered harmonies.
Yeah.
And like, just I'm picturing it, and I'm kind of getting chills thinking about like the idea. And then you just hear the crackle of the vinyl, and then the comes off. Time for round 2, motherfucker. Flip that thing.
It's funny
over.
that you say that because that's exactly what happens in the fucking record because it's split into 4 sides, obviously. So yes, I agree with you on that. So let's do that.
Cool.
So that would be number 5 on side A of our compilation.
Yeah.
Because
in a world where we could fit all of these songs on a single side.
Well, yeah, it's a fantasy. It's made.
Yes,
it's not real. Anyway,
for those wanting the additional experience, just like pause the streaming service for about 5 seconds and then play it again.
Pause it and then get up and like turn something in your house over, like a book. And then come and
just
sit
grab
back
like
down.
the nearest dinner plate you have and put it upside down.
Yeah. Yeah. Grab And Justice for Jason from the nearest homeless person and flip that over.
And beat them with it. Oh, dude. Okay. Right. So this opens things up to what do we have as track 2?
Oh, you're right.
Now, I have a thought in my mind.
Okay.
I think Ride the Lightning naturally was a very good second track. Escape has a very similar tempo to it, and sonically is the same production as Ride the Lightning. I think right out of the gate, if we follow up Motor Breath with Escape, not only have we included kind of a punky one, we've also got a song that has a major key in it, which showcases.
I love it. I love having Escape up in the front of the album.
Nice.
So yes,
and Justice for Escape, basically. This is what it is.
It's a 10-track album where it's just Escape over and over again.
Yeah. Okay. Now. Oh boy, I'm having a Scott Bakula moment here. Oh boy.
Leper Messiah, number 3.
Leper Messiah. Oh.
I mean, I know that's a second half song on Master of Puppets, but it does have a stompy little groove to it.
Yeah, it's a groover. Yeah.
Well, but you could say Escape kind of is too, but Escape at least is in a major key. Oh no! Fuck this. Thing that should not be.
Yep. Naturally.
Number 3.
Naturally, number 3. The thing that should not be anything other than 3.
Yeah. The thing that should be 3.
Yeah. That's good. There we go. The thing that should be.
But then, like when you get to track number 4, I feel like we have to pick whatever is the most mellow of any of the songs and put that there.
Honestly, the only thing I can think of in this group that has anything mellow in it is Orion.
Oh shit! Well, we can't do that. We can't put that master right after master. God damn it!
What album haven't we represented for a second? Because we've got a Justice cut right after it, so we can't really double up with the Justice. Unless, of course, we just go the route of picking the pace back up a bit and going like No Remorse or Trapped Under Ice. But there's a part of me that kind of wants Trapped Under Ice to open the second half.
Do that. Go ahead and throw that on.
Cool.
God damn it! I don't know.
Okay, hang on. Hear me out.
Sorry, this is a very interesting episode. Sorry, guys.
Yeah.
Especially for the people listening. Like, when are they going to say words?
Yeah, dude. So, hear me out. It may not be mellow, but it is slow. Good save. Good move.
I was trying to do it quicker, but then I forgot which letter. Because the samples are A, B, C, and D, and I couldn't remember which one's which. I wanted to do it right when you said "hear me out."
Do you want to know the funniest thing? Is I recently I've got a bit of a CD hole here, so I've got a few here. And I just looked over, and as soon as you said, alluding to keeping the bass up, I just looked over and I see Phil Collins giving me a death stare. And he's like, "Speak to the script." I also got No Jacket Required.
Yeah.
And shockingly, I don't know how I fucking came across this because I've been looking for this for like 9 years. Firehouse debut.
You didn't already have the Firehouse debut?
Not on CD.
Wow.
I've just been trying to get a hold of that one in the wild.
Yeah.
I like the thrill of the hunt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't like the disappointment of never finding anything. That's my problem.
That's fair. There's probably a healthier.
I do find things sometimes, but it's very rare.
Yeah.
At this point, the way that I've bought so much shit over the years, I've ruined the fun for myself. But it's more fun for me to just sit at home with the stuff that I've acquired than go look for more stuff.
I need to make more time to enjoy this stuff, to be honest, because I buy it like en masse, and then I realize, I have a bunch of albums that I still haven't played yet.
Yeah. Side B, though, I have an idea for side B because you said to start it off with Trapped Under Ice. I think it'd be cool to go Trapped Under Ice, Shortest Straw, and then Leper Messiah.
Hold up. We don't have Short Straw, though. We've got Frayed Ends.
Oh, then never mind.
Well, Nevermind's Nirvana, so we can't have that.
There's no song called Nevermind, man. God. Yeah. We gotta do
Shag my friends tonight.
We gotta do a Nirvana deep cuts one where we don't use any of their singles.
That's a good idea. That little thing I said there was a little Fred Durst reference. The never mind.
Oh.
Never mind. Shag my friends tonight. Legend. Iconic, frankly.
But never mind. I keep getting lost in what we actually have now.
So far, we're looking for a track 4. And we've got laid out right now. We've got Motor Breath as the opener, Escape at track 2, The Thing That Should Not Be in track 3. We don't have a track 4 yet. We do have And Justice for All closing side A and Trapped Under Ice opening side B. Now, are you and I in agreement that Dyer's Eve is closing this thing?
Yes.
Cool. We can go ahead and put Dyer's Eve right at the end. So why
don't we throw No Remorse?
No Remorse
On
Side
number
A?
four. Number 4.
Yeah, cool. No remorse. No remorse. Okay. That leaves us then with Frayed Ends of Sanity, Orion, and Leper Messiah.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, let's do it that. Song number 2 on side B is Leper Messiah,
Okay.
followed by Frayed Ends of Sanity, followed by Orion, wrapping it up with Dyer's Eve.
Cool. So we got Trap No Ice, Leper Messiah, Frayed Ends of Sanity, and Orion is the penultimate track.
Which
Holy shitballs.
we did it.
Good thing. Nice.
So wait, what? Read our track list now.
Okay, everybody at home, here's
And
your
deep cuts
deep
for
cuts
all.
for all. Track 1, Motor Breath. Track 2, Escape. Track 3, The Thing That Should Not Be. Track 4, No Remorse. Ending side A is And Justice for All.
Nice.
Kicking off side B, we've got Trapped Under Ice, Leper Messiah, Frayed Ends of Sanity, Orion, and closing it we have Dyer's Eve.
I think that's a pretty well sequenced thing because we included like a long song on each side. Although Frayed Ends of
That's
Sanity
fucking
is 7
awesome.
minutes and 40 seconds, but still.
Dude, I'm looking at this and it's like falling in love with Metallica all over again.
That's how
This
I
is a
feel all the time.
Yeah, but this is just like such a glorious list. I mean, I'm gazing upon it like I've listened to them for the first time.
Yeah,
It's-
but I mean, I think that's says something about a band when you literally take away all of their hits and best known songs, and you're still left with a fucking banger of an album
Yeah.
from this era, anyway. People have
Absolutely.
different opinions about our '90s one when we get to that, but
Yeah.
yeah, the '90s one will be a little bit easier because there's aside from the singles on the Black Album, there's less live staples. Aside
Yeah.
from Fuel, Memory Remains, that's really it.
Yeah.
Those are the only ones like I feel like they always play.
King Nothing as well fits in there, I guess.
Yeah, King Nothing
Yeah.
is a good live one.
Yeah. That's a fun one.
Yeah,
Where's your crown? Well, look at that. We did it. We got ourselves a nice fucking set list.
yep.
But that's Anthrax.
That's for the Anthrax, which we can do in Anthrax. See, now we've opened ourselves up to we can do, bands that have like an era from a decade. We could easily do Megadeth and Anthrax and Slayer,
Yeah.
whoever the fuck we want to do. But we can do shit. But I'm all about like doing our favorite bands, especially bands that we share a love for, because it turns
Yeah.
out being like a way more enjoyable conversation.
Yeah.
Than if
I'd love to do a. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I'd love to do because I think it would sound quite cohesive. I would like to do the Jim Martin Faith No More albums.
Yeah.
So you would have the Chuck era and the first 2 Mike Patton albums, because all of those have Jim Martin's guitar sound in there.
Yeah.
And beyond that, I feel like if you had like a King for a Day song next to an Angel Dust song, it would be quite jarring because there is a significant difference in sound.
Yeah.
Whereas with those first 4, you could have like a unifying kind of vibe, you know?
I'm all about
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That would be sick, dude. I'm down for that. Hell yeah.
Those are my favorite Faith No More albums anyway.
Nice.
I
Cool.
feel it's weird how I've become I feel like I've become less of a Mike Patton fan.
Really?
Not that I don't like him and don't still like things that he does, but it's gotten to the point now where there's enough like especially with Faith No More, like I love those first two albums so much, and he's nowhere on those. But then also, there's a lot of Mike Patton stuff that I realize that I have to absolutely be in the mood for it, otherwise I don't enjoy it at all. And and even recently, like the thing that he did with like the Avett Brothers or whatever, and I'm like, oh come on, this is like not that good. but so I feel like, you know, it's reached a point now where he doesn't just put something out and I go, oh, this is going to be good. Because even like that last Tomahawk album was like okay. And so I'm just like, man, but so now I know he has the ability of putting out some amazing shit, but also I've kind of resigned myself to be like, I'm not going to get every Mike Patton thing, because there's a lot of it where I just go, I'd be fooling myself if I was saying I was enjoying all of this, because, yeah, but we'll see what happens next. Like, you know, I don't know what he's got in store, because, you know, I feel like they're wasting an opportunity not doing a Mr. Bungle album, of new stuff with this current iteration of the group. Because how cool would that be to see what kind of songs they could come up with? Those, you know, with the core of Mr. Bungle, but with Lombardo and Scott Ian. Like, what would they come up with, and what would it sound like? Because doesn't necessarily have to be thrash as much as people probably think, because Scott's there, it has to be thrash, but that's not true.
No.
Scott can play anything. Scott is an underrated guitar player in my opinion. So anyway, it's just a weird thing, because I've started to notice that where like I don't feel the same way about Mike Patton that I used to. I still think he's insanely talented, and some music he's made is some of the most important music of my life. But there's a line where I go, this stuff is fine. I love that he's here, and I love that he's doing it. I love he's so prolific. But I'm like, I probably, you know, there's several things he's done that I will probably never listen to again. But, you know, anyway.
Yeah.
Sorry, wrapping up the Metallica show with some Mike Patton. But it's related. Faith No More did tour with Metallica on that huge fucking tour that I missed because my parents wouldn't let me go to concerts when I was that age. That's the thing, is that people will ask questions about like, oh, did you see these bands? And I'm like, I didn't get to go to concerts till I was 16. So by the time I went to my first concert, Kurt Cobain was already dead.
Yeah.
That was 90. So that would have been in 94. I saw my first concert in 94, which was Tool, which is a good first concert. But I missed out on a lot of really cool shit because, you know, either at that point, you know, things in Austin, things would come to 21 and over clubs sometimes. But then there was literally just, my dad was like, no, you're not going. You're not going to hang out with a bunch of hippies smoking weed. I'm like, Dad, I'm going to hear the fucking music. None of us are hippies.
Yeah.
So to my dad, everybody with long hair was a hippie. So yeah.
Dude,
so
I had a friend like that in school, who I had to explain to him is like, you know, the Grateful Dead and Winger are not the same thing. You know?
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Talented people in both bands. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, it will have already happened when this episode comes out, so this is not giving anything away to anyone that actually listens. But on the new live episode of Old Headbangers Ball on Old Head Radio tomorrow night, I am playing "Trial by Fire" by Winger.
Oh. Hell yeah.
So we're gonna hear that big ass rap verse.
Nice.
So yeah.
Awesome.
What am I playing? I'm talking one more. What am I playing?
Baptized by fire.
Trying to remember what
great.
because I do my songs like it's two at a time, and then I talk in between them, and I usually try to pick ones that are related. What's the other? I'm before that I'm playing "Shame, Shame, Shame" by Rant.
Oh, it's a fucking 1990 hair metal party up in here.
Yeah. I always do that. There's like literally two songs play back to back, and they're always somehow related to each other. But then I'll take a complete left turn, and after Winger, I'll have like death metal or something. because that's how I do it. Anyway, I just thought I'd say that because you were the person that turned me on to that Winger song.
Yeah.
And now I'm just like, well, I got to play it because it's like, it's too good.
I just love the fact that it's like this hair metal band, you know, who are incredibly talented.
Baptized by Fire, that's what it's called.
Baptized by Fire, incredibly talented, end up doing the most cheeseball rap verse ever in 1990, and I can't look away. I love it.
But
I love it so much.
I'm gonna say, like, musically speaking, though, like the rapping part's kind of silly, but musically, what they're doing around that part of the song is pretty fucking cool.
Oh yeah, 100%. That's the thing. That's the sad thing about, like, you know, the way Winger got absolutely shafted is because they had the capacity to, you know, be a Queensryche level progressive 80s metal band, but you know,
they fucked up with their debut single. That, well, I don't know if 17 was their first single or was it Madeline? Was it Madeline or it was either Madeline or 17 that was their first single. But my introduction. Go ahead. What was the first single?
Madeline was the first one. 17 was the second.
But my introduction to them was 17, which is first a song where you're basically saying, I don't care that she's underage. But then on top of that, in the music video, the moves that Kip Winger is doing were cringy then, and they're still cringy now. So while I will defend that band, they fucked themselves on that single, because it's like everything about it just seems so like cheeseball. Except for the fact that like the riffs and some of the music is fucking cool as hell. So I feel bad that they got pigeonholed, but they are a little bit responsible for that.
Dude, even in 17, that bit after the solo with the riff, with that time signature beat change, like, you know, if fucking Dream Theater did that, you know, metalheads would fillet them, you know, but because Winger did it, it's not cool to like that, you know. They deserve more credit, but also, you know, I'm going to express myself as an individual by echoing the opinions of millions of elitists online.
Don't do that, folks.
Yeah.
Don't even echo our opinions, because who the fuck are we?
Make your own opinion.
But we do love you guys. The peanut butter platypuses, aluminium squirrels, Belvedere bolsters, Christmas dogs, syrup penises.
Hey, we got them.
You're all.
That's the 5 food groups.
Yeah, there you go. Which now, if you looked at the updated food pyramid in America, where it's like beef is on top now, it's like you're supposed to just eat beef all the time. Anyway, we appreciate you all listening and watching, because, you know, that is the thing that keeps, you know, I go back and forth on doing like other kinds of videos for old head stuff. But the one thing I'm never wavering on ever is Cranked and Ranked, because it's always fun, but we have constant viewers and listeners. And so it makes me feel like we're doing something right, and we'll keep we're going to keep rocking and rolling. In fact, what's next? What's the next ranking?
I'm glad you asked. I've got the schedule right here. We've got actually we've got a somewhat Metallica influenced band with Sum 41.
Sum 41, yes, that's what it was.
Yes.
Yeah. They weren't even on the list, for those of you who pay attention. Well, they were on the list, but they weren't high up on the list, and then Eddie brought them up. That's the one thing that will make me immediately go, let's do a band. If Eddie brings it up, then I'm just like, no, let's just go ahead and do it, because I like it when things are like fresh in our brains. Like, hey, I'm thinking about Sum 41. Well, let's fucking talk about them.
Sum 41 is a band that was in a scene that for a long time I kind of wrote off, but at the same time, whenever they came on, I was like, okay, I'm going to turn this one up because this band is cool.
Yeah. Yeah, they got lost among like and none of these bands are necessarily bad, but they're not bands that I want to go listen to. But like, like All Time Low, is that one I'm thinking of?
Yeah.
And like Newfound Glory, just these random bands that were like somewhere in the middle of this post Blink 182 pop punk, but also being sort of like pop accessible at the same time, like Good Charlotte. All of those things they all kind of were happening around the same time, and so it could be easy to hear the name Sum 41 and go, "Oh, this is just bullshit, teeny bopper punk music, quote unquote punk music," and maybe some of it is, but anyway, I've actually read Derek's book. So I'll have some things to say about that. It was a fascinating book. I like reading rock and roll stories anyway from pretty much anybody.
Yeah.
But anyway, so yeah, Sum 41 is next. And then what's after Sum 41? Let's just go ahead and clue them into that one.
So we've got Sum 41. Then we're doing our top 10 albums of 1995.
Oh,
and then
1995.
Then after that, we got Wu-Tang Clan.
They ain't nothing to fuck with.
And then after that, we got Firehouse. Boom.
Oh, there we go. And now you can finally listen to that album. I know you've heard it, but
yeah. I've listened to it a lot. Do you know something? I was talking to my uncle about what a great fucking guitar sound there is on that album, and he said, "Yeah, you can tell they dialed in a good tone because there's constant slides all over it, and you don't do that unless you've got a sick fucking tone."
And you are they are the ones that do "Baby, Don't Treat Me Bad."
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I know last time I was talking about that song when we were doing like Danger, Danger. And you're like, no, that's Firehouse. Okay, well we've already done Danger, Danger. Now we're doing Firehouse.
Dude,
I only know 2 Firehouse songs. That one and Love of a Lifetime, I think, are the only 2 I know.
I can sing every song on this track list. Like, sometimes I forget how good this album is. And the second album, too. The second album is really good as well. I haven't listened beyond there, but the first 2, fuck yeah, dude.
All right, well, that's what you have to look forward to, folks. You have some pop punkiness. You've got 1995-iness, you've got hip-hoppiness, and then you've got Firehousiness.
Yes. Which, ironically, being a hair metal band, they're actually a 90s band.
Yep. They were another one of those like late comers.
Yeah. Even later than Danger, Danger, to be fair to them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Firehouse was definitely an album that, like, when one of my friends bought that album, when it came out, I'm like, what? Are you still listening to that shit? But I was an idiot teenager. I didn't know better. We grow up.
It happens.
That's what it's all about. You grow up, you learn, you become better. At least that's what we should be doing. On that note, thanks for listening and thanks for watching. It's been fun, as always. I hope you had fun as well. Go listen to some deep cut Metallica.
Hell yeah.
And we will see you again next time for some Sum 41. And as usual, I'm going to throw it over to Eddie Sparxx to take us out.
Yeah, dude, yeah. Boom.